Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Gebo the Shaman, and today we're talking about the sun being placed in the 8th house in Scorpio for the Aries Ascendant. So, sun is naturally exalted in your first house, and I'm going to kind of explain things in depth, but before we get into the in-depth part, we need to just go over the basics and understand those first. So, before you do anything, before you go on, um, so I can do astrology readings. I offer astrology readings professionally, so you can go to my website gebotheshaman.com for astrology readings. All right, and if you want a one-on-one consultation with me, then you can go to gebotheshaman.com and purchase one there as well. So, all right. So let's get into it, guys. So the sun in the 8th house in Scorpio for Aries Ascendant. So first we got to talk about the sun. So what does the sun mean? What does the sun correspond to? The sun is royalty, leadership, government, authority, your father. It is fun, creativity, play, creative expression, and naturally, 5th house things, having children, things like that, fun, play, creativity. And the sun is in your 8th house. So what does the 8th house mean? The 8th house pertains to birth, death, sex, transformation, sudden ups and downs, sudden gains and losses, sudden like transformation, sudden things that are occurring in your life that, that happen suddenly, randomly. This is the house of death and, just things like that. It's pertaining to death. And, yeah. So yeah, it's birth, death, sex, transformation, sudden ups and downs, sudden gains and losses, things like that. So yeah, it's kind of one of the rougher houses. It's called a Dastana house, which means like basically kind of a malefic house. And Dastana houses are 6th, 8th, and 12th house. So this is the second Dastana house, and I've seen when certain planets are in here, I've seen things happen like Mars. I've seen fires randomly happen in people's houses when they have this chart. I've seen, things like that, catastrophic events, things like that, like sudden ups and downs, unexpected changes. And so when we have, so anyway, I'll talk about Scorpio as well. So Scorpio is about occult sciences, divination, tarot reading, things like that. And it's also taking that energy from the 8th house. So it's naturally the 8th sign of the zodiac would be Scorpio, so it's taking in the energy of the 8th house. So what happens when we have Sun here in the 8th house in Scorpio? Well, Scorpio is also other people's money, like the inheritance or the savings that you gain through or the investments that you gain through your spouse, like that joint income, other people's money. You could be like a stockbroker doing like other people, being in charge of other people's money and things like that. Investor, financial planner, things like that. And so when we have this position, as I've said with all the other positions, of the sun. Like I've went through the houses. Wherever your sun is placed, there's going to be a scorch there, a burn. You know, like where you put a, if you just put a cigarette down, it's going to burn things. That's like where your sun is. So this is, you know, one of those hard positions. It's a hard position because you have a malefic house, a malefic sign, and you have the sun, which naturally is hot and burning. And so it's going to add energy, it's going to add fire to that. Sun's element is fire. And so when we look at the 8th house, those sudden transformations, sudden events, sudden ups and downs, that's going to be amplified in your life. Since this is a sun, you might even portray yourself as like a deep person, or like into spirituality, the occult, things like that, tarot readings, things like that. And so it might, you know, this might actually give you some ability to do that. You know, sun is that authority, so you might be like an authority in those darker subjects. You might be a mortician or things like that. And so wherever this goes, it burns, and so those things kind of keep happening. It might also just feel like you're accident prone, like you're like life isn't life is out to get you or something like that, you know. And so that can be a hard thing, you know, for a lot of people when they have this kind of malefic energy in their lives, and so prevalent too with that sun adding to and compounding that result. So, you know, this could you know, you could have like a lot of surgeries, you could have a lot of, you know, accidents, a lot of health issues, a lot of maladies like arthritis and things like that, inflammation, definitely. And so it's really important to take active measures to heal yourself, to, you know, actively make yourself feel better, or actively work towards improving your health, work towards improving, you know, your body, your you know, fat loss, being more healthy in all areas of life. Also, this 8th house represents psychology, and the sun, the light of awareness, burning a hole into that psychological, that deep, unconscious. Whenever you have like emotional moments or awarenesses of your emotions or how they're making you feel, things like that, that could be very psychologically impactful. Very like almost like burning within you. Almost like you know, like not wanting to look at yourself, not wanting to look at your psychological attachments and things like that, because every time you look at them, it burns. You know, you feel, you know, that however you feel self-shame, devaluation, whatever, but that's just part of this placement. So, there's kind of only one way out when we talk about psychology and facing our feelings and things like that, and that is just to face it, just to confront it, just to have the feelings. Everybody's trying to get rid of their feelings and remove their feelings. They think that they can't act appropriately or positively with the feelings that the way they are. Somebody's feeling anxious or depressed. They feel like that's paralyzing. It's not the feeling that's paralyzing, it's their reaction to it. It's what you make of it. Somebody could feel anxiety and depression and brush it off. Another person could, react like it's the end of the world. So, yeah, just, things to be aware of. Alright, guys, well, let me see how I am on time, and yeah, I'm doing good. So, if you want a reading with me, an astrology reading with me, go to gebotheshaman.com, and the link is down below in the description. Alright, guys, I also have a astrology certification course, so if you want to become a certified astrologer, you can go to gebotheshaman.com. Alright, guys, and yeah, so that's pretty much it, and I hope you guys have a great day, and please do go to that website and check out all the awesome services I have. I put a lot of stuff together for you guys, so take advantage of that. Alright, guys, we'll see you later. Peace.